So here we are with Gwarz. Once again, if you lose your tower, you're dead. You start off with a militia spawn. You also have a villager at the top, which can forage berries. Gwarz, for kills, you get resources, and you basically advance up through the ages with your town center in the back and make researches, etc. You also have a souped up Subutai and a souped up Scythian Scout, which are very, very important at the beginning of the game, and you'll see them messing around with these hero battles. The middle also gives you resources every couple of minutes, which you can use to research or advance through the ages. So the most important thing with Gwarz, make sure that you're the first one up to the next age, and keep being faster with advancing. You want to get to Imperial Age, and you can make Bombard Towers in Imperial Age, and you gain the positioning over your enemies, and then you can start getting more kills than them and more raisings. I think it's 1,000 kills, you get a hero unit, and the hero units keep getting better, and you can spawn those. At 10 raisings, you get a hero unit as well. So going back to the map right now, we see Green, who's doing a very, very nice job of holding that hilled area, and Blue is also doing a nice job of keeping back those 3 heroes from the opposite team. Looks like he's going to kill Yellow Scout pretty soon. He has it surrounded. Also, Blue is up fastest, I think, to Feudal Age. Do you guys have the Spectator overlay? Can you see who's fastest? I need to get that before next game. But they're all basically up to Feudal Age at the moment. Green is at 77%. Yellow's at 63. Blue is at 67. And red is right ahead of him at 80, so it looks like Green is going to be first. Yep. And Green is probably going to make scouts. I wouldn't be surprised to see him researching bloodlines right now for those scouts and going up to the castle age at the same time. The important thing when you advance an age is to immediately click up to the next age as fast as you possibly can, just so you can get to Imperial fastest, get chemistry done, Bombard Tower, and then start pushing across the map. So he made Man-at-Arms. He's going to start pushing back Yellow and Red. They also have the hero advantage. It looks like they have 2 Subutais against 1 from Red, and it's really, really going to give them a good advantage in the game to come.
Yeah, I think Yellow lost both of them.
And here come the scouts from Red Rum. He's using them. The scouts strong. I mean, Men-at-Arms do beat scouts, but the scouts are very, very good with their 65 HP for just gaining the positioning on the map. So you want to go scouts, push back your enemy, and then your Ike can go archers. So also up at the top, the reason they foraged the berries is so that they could eliminate a forage bush and make a tower there that is 2 free raisings for the opposite team. You can kill their mills once you get Bombard Towers. And it looks like dv8 and XceL are going to win the top battle at the berries. Also, Vezir is doing a very, very nice job with his archers, keeping them clumped together, all attacking at once. Blue is kind of spread out with his archers, and it looks like he's going to be making elephants now because he is Persians. So here come the elephants, very, very, very strong units, and it'll be interesting to see what Green actually makes. He's making camels right now as Huns. Gwarz is all text, so you can make whatever unit you want except other civilizations' unique units. And I'll be interested to see what he makes later, because camels, as you can see right now, camels are very, very weak against those crossbowmen, but he's basically using them right now to gain positioning so that his allies' elephants can push right across the map. I wouldn't be surprised to see him later in the game go something like hand cannons or heavy cavalry archer to provide that range behind the elephants. The elephants are also limited in population because they are so strong. So I think you can only get 30 elephants at a time, or maybe 25 elephants at a time. I think it's 25, yeah. But still, they are definitely worth it. And now blue is in Imperial Age, so he's going to start researching chemistry right now. Yep. And as soon as he researches chemistry, he's going to go for the bombard towers, and he's going to build along the left side of his base to try and push red off of that positioning. And you can snipe red spawn also from that point. The interesting thing here is that red has not gone elephants. He is still on the crossbows, and I'm wondering if he's out of resources. No, he has more than enough resources. He is in the Imperial Age, and I'm just wondering, why would you not go elephants? Even if they're not elite, they are very, very strong, and your arbalests aren't going to do much against them. I guess red is completely 100% focused on getting the bombard towers, however, and then gaining the advantage along that side with his BBTs. So here comes green, still with camels. He really needs to get that heavy camel upgrade so that they're very effective against those cavaliers. He's also backing it up with arbalests. I'd love to see, once he gets chemistry, I'd really love to see some hand cannons behind there. They're very, very strong. And you can see right now red has won that side battle against blue. Green is coming with the arbalest. He's going to try and snipe those villagers, but I don't think he can reach most of them. And yellow is there to clear it out. So red is going to win that side battle there. He has 4 bombard towers going up right now. Blue realizes this, and he doesn't want to give red any free raisings, so he's building a little bit farther back in his base. And here comes yellow. Very, very nice raid by yellow. As a flank player, this is exactly what you want to do. If you're making cavaliers or knights, you want to be killing your enemy's villagers 100% of the time and preventing them from building. The downside of this is that it looks like yellow is a little bit far behind on resources and doesn't have the bomber tower technology yet, so he hasn't started building of his own. Yeah, he's asking his ally for res right now, and if I were red, I would kill that blue gate and get all the res that comes along with it. I would kill it with the bomber towers because raisins give a lot more resources than kills do. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him killing that fairly soon. He has to watch out though. Blue is building at just the right length here. And he is hitting a couple of red's bombard towers, although I think red realizes this right now. He's repairing his bombard tower and he's sniping blue's villagers with his own. Also, the camels versus cavaliers, very, very good choice it looks like from green. He's basically preventing yellow from going out of his base, and that allows green to build all of those bombard towers right in front and slowly push right across the map. So red has, what, 7 villagers repairing that tower. Seven villagers all repairing that tower. Very, very strong. Yep, green is sniping, but I don't know if blue's gonna win that BB2 war. Yeah, it looks like it. With help from his teammate. Very, very nice from green. So raisings give a ton of resources, as you can see if you were on their point of view there. Now red and blue both have a ton of resources to spend. Blue is at almost 9,000 gold, 5,000 food. And red is at 5,000 food with 7,000 gold and 500 stone. Stone is really the most important resource at this point, since they basically upgraded everything else that is to be upgraded. And if I were them, I would also kill the mills at the top, since red has the advantage there. Red's end game is basically going to be getting 10 races, which gives him a Herald Hydrata to spawn. He's very, very far behind on kills. I think, anyway, I'm going to check right now. Yeah, he is almost 200 kills behind green. So it's going to be very, very tough for him to catch up that way. But his only chance is raisings. which he has one of right now, but he could theoretically get two more at the top. He could raise a couple of blue's bombard towers, and if he plays his cards right, he could also raise some of green's.
I don't understand why he's still using arbs.
I have no clue. This might have been a strategy they had talked about earlier. I don't think they've ever played this civilization combination. Huns and Persians is very, very strange for this map. I've never seen it before in an organized game. I guess 7th had practiced this combination and they knew exactly what they were going to do beforehand. So blue is sitting at 5 raisings, 5 more he does get that Herald Hydrata. Green is 180 kills away from getting the Gawain unit, which is kind of like a souped up Cavalier. I think he'll stick with camels past that until it gets Robin Hood, however, which is very, very strong for this map. So it looks like blue is going to get another raising on that side. He's done very, very well to kind of come back. When your enemy builds bombard towers right next to the shore, it's really difficult to push back, especially if your enemy is paying attention, but red hasn't really been microing his bombard towers all that well on that side. And the easy thing for blue, being elephants, is that all he has to do is send them in the general direction. He will gain the positioning because they're so strong, and then he can focus all of his efforts on the bombard towers. At this point, I really don't see what yellow and red are trying to do. They're too far behind on kills to come back. They both have one raising. Red can't really raise because he's going Arbalest. Very, very tough for him to raise. Yellow could conceivably get near 10 raisings, but also tough for him because green is making that counter unit in the heavy camels.
Red just let his face open too for blue to come right on in.
Yep, and once blue gets 10 raisings, it is over. I wouldn't be surprised to see them resign right away, or even before that. He's at 7 raisings now. It looked like he's going to get that bomber tower along the side. He is sniping it from his base. If I were him, I would build up about 8 elephants, send them in one massive group, and he might be able to get a couple bomber towers there. Or he might actually be able to kill some of yellows as well. Very, very tough for XceL to come back right now. And yeah, so Red Rum has now gotten Gawain. I don't really agree with him spawning Gawain. It's Paladins and Gawain are about equal. However, he's doing the job right now and getting a lot of kills using the camel. So if I were him, I would really stick with that camel unit. But if he wants to keep pushing his bombard towers across the map, I guess Gawain is better, because they do have a higher damage resiliency than the camels do. So here comes Red repairing that one bombard tower. He realizes he can't let blue get 10 raisings. And so he's repairing it with almost all of his villagers. He also has the Arbalest. I'm still very confused over why he's going Arbalest. Very, very strange. I mean, maybe he figures that 40 Arbalests are better than 25 elephants, but I don't
Maybe,
agree.
but not.
The thing with the elephant spawn is that it doesn't limit you to 25 units. It's 25 elephants, so you could conceivably make, you know, I think the military limit is 60. So you could conceivably make, you know, 40 something or 30 something Arbalests and then make 25 elephants and just save the Arbalests. So here comes blue and green, both pushing bomber towers forward. Blue needs to watch his villagers. Red is sniping them right now with his Arbalests. but blue just got the job done. He's gonna try and kill, I think he's gonna try and kill that gate or that forward bombard tower. Just really try and get those next 3 raisings to get him to 10. Also with those bombard towers that far forward, he's gonna get a ton of kills as red tries to block those elephants coming into his base. He's also pushing forward on his flank with the bombard towers in his base, and he has 2 hitting right now, and I don't think those villagers repairing the bombard tower and reds are going to be enough to prevent blue from taking it. Very interesting bombard tower war along the side here. Blue has built in a really weird way, and from the build order there, you can kind of see where red had his BBTs positioned, and blue just slowly crept up. So blue is using those really strong elephants as a distract, so his bombard towers can get a kill lead over red, and slowly his units are gaining, or his kills are gaining rather. Green has that very nice pack of Robin Hoods on the middle, utilizing that hill bonus, and it looks like he's gonna set some raisings for blue. Yeah, so he got that.
GG.
Yeah, they knew what was going on, and I think if you look back in the chat, blue or red asked Cena how many kills he had. Cena said 800, and red was just kind of like, ugh, don't even bother.
Like that's it, huh?
Yeah, it's over.